get Shebas, they said.
No Tilvani master worth their weight in Kwama cudgel would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shareni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shareni's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience. Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take Gadain with us.
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil. Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training.
Iota.
That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shalreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly. Indeed. The recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Miko, is there a reason you are growling at your sister, who is in her cage and not doing anything? Do you want your ball? Is she too close to your ball? And you're being an asshole about it? Okay. Okay, you're cute with your ball. You're so cute with your ball. But you don't gotta be mean. Tel Barrow is... Tel Barrow.
We can use this.
I thought I wanna go this way, don't I? My favorite bounce.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Tilvani towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
One day I'll get a mic for them. I'm not a mic. Webcam.
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a magister to remove a master's ward. Let's go inside. Shalreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Light Crown killed me. I'll destroy them all.
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shalreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes. Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them. You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes. I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blight Crown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister. I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there. It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together. Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in.
She is. Oh, you don't care about your ball no more? Yeah.
Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Periite want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more. Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blight Crown I could do it. I took Blight Crown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the rite, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what?
So mean don't send them to the
Oh,
other two.
fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
You did it, and you don't even know what it does.
I can't absolve you of your transgression, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Roxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow. Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The infinite panopticon. First, they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shalreni's body. That will be her undoing. Shalreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think.
I guess it's time to go back. Let's go save
Idane,
Mora.
this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Ominous.
Me too, Screwed. That's how I feel. Vomitous. They could have done without the romance. But, you know.
Yeah.
Let the writers do what the writers want, I guess. I don't think I would have minded the romance as much. It's just, it's not. It's vomitous, just like Scrooge said. There was a strange noise. I heard it again. I don't know why I didn't just wait shrine over.
As I feared, the entrance to the infinite panopticon has moved.
As is its nature, which means we have failed and reality is doomed.
I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Laramil, be careful.
There is no time. The panopticon must exist. Here, I command it.
Laramil, you did it! The panopticon is open.
Thank goodness for there, Mel. I really loved the animation they did for going through the portals.
Oh no. Vermina. Her presence is not.
Look at this. Showing no shape of being.
No, I think. All right. Prox, you must deal with Vermina. G'day.
You can't face Vermina alone. I don't believe I'm saying this, but I'll go with you.
Oh,
This
come on,
is
you
more
know
than
you
just
enjoy
the
me,
presence of a
Screw.
rival
We need to go
dangerous
down,
prince. Something else is happening here.
I know an easy way down. Boop. Ah! Oh, do I need to go down further? Oh, I can do that. Watch this.
Remember, Vermina's not alone. Blightcrown and Torvisard are with her.
Kindred. Can I please
mini tentacles!
use my heavy attack?
Any more? I need to see.
Cultists are spreading Blightcrown's corruption.
Hidden kindred. Looks like Vermina brought an army.
Kindred. Hidden kindred.
That portal. Vermina passed through it, mortal.
That is an amused cackle from Azan.
This place feels ancient. Like no one's been here in an eternity. I see the Eye of Mora above us. That's where we need to go, mortal.
Take the treatment in the Isle. I have a final gift. The very core of Apocrypha.
Blightcrown! Did he say something about an Eye of Mora?
Ignore Blightcrown. We need to reach Vermina and destroy Shalreni's body.
Yeah, it's... I need to go down. No? Yes. The easiest way would be this way.
Between Vermina's presence and the corruption, my fellow Daedra have turned violent. Well, more violent than usual.
No, that didn't do anything. Wrong. I went the wrong way. Oh, I might die. Oh, good.
Let a Harper smite your foe. cultists are in our way. Dispatch them, mortal. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Feel the power of faith. Mortal, let me aid you. Mortal, we need to talk. Blight Crown's a threat, but Vermina's a prince. We should follow Vermina and Torvasard into the Eye of Mora. I have no clue which memory of Hermaeus Mora this particular eye contains, but we should go in and do what we came here to do. Find Vermina and destroy Master Shalreni's body. Without the protection it provides, Mora should be able to pinpoint her. You're right, I don't hear the Great Eye. I think that has something to do with Vermina's presence, Blight Crown's corruption, and the rite they completed to enter the realm. It's just a guess, but if we solve one problem, it should help. Now, mortal, step into the Eye of Mora.
Here I go.
Ready, mortal?
Yes.
Just touch me.
I didn't mean to talk to you. I was trying to.
What happened to this memory? It looks more like a dream.
Another Daedric Prince memory? You take me to the nicest places.
You're welcome, Mel.
I sense a flaw. Use my ghost sight to reveal it.
I have done the unthinkable. Now, I must make sure it cannot. I shall provide the only remaining memory of the eye. My memory. And hide it in the glyphics.
Aura's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
The way it began. Secured inside the glyphic of hidden paths.
My bad. I didn't know I was supposed to talk to Screwed again.
Listen carefully, mortal.
Oh,
Vermina's power is limited here. This isn't her realm. It's only due to the necromancy they used on Shalreni's body that she made it this far. She's placed a dream around us, but the true memory is still here. Vermina hasn't been in here very long. She didn't have time to craft a perfect dreamscape to hide within. Look for flaws in the illusion, the cracks in the facade. We're inside one of the Great Eye's secret memories. That's just an echo of him, part of the memory. Like I said, Vermina's overlay of dream stuff isn't perfect, and we can take advantage of that. Let's see if we can spot any flaws we can exploit. Good idea. If you can find the weak points, I can break them open and expose the true memory beneath. Of course, knowing what the Great Eye values, that will probably drive us insane. Took me centuries to recover the last time that happened.
Once again, Melon to the rescue. When you get close to a flaw, use my ghost sight to spot it.
Locked within the glyphic. with regret. The memory of what I had to do. Sealed inside the glyphic of shattered reflections.
Oopsie.
Reject me! Rise to
Dares invade my private memories.
Oh, it's another
We
eight.
got what we came here for, Torvasad. This way!
How dare Vermina enter my realm? Fighter, protect the three glyphics. Go and enter the mythos.
This is the mythos deep beneath the Icor Sea. Another memory or more of the same?
By Mora's many
Here,
eyes.
mortals, let Apocrypha smite your foe.
And tranquility.
This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvasard altered a memory and changed the past? The damage they can cause here is enormous. This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvasard altered a memory and changed the past? The damage they can... I am a vessel with great eye. Call on me. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Let me aid you.
Mora's many.
Mortal, let me aid you. I'm a vessel with great eye. Call on me. We need to hurry. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Satisfying smack.
Ah. Time for tea, then.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
Face mortal! Again! Destroy them!
I am a scholar, damn it!
Mortal, let me aid you. Wasn't that amazing? I'm a vessel with great eye. Call on me. Satisfying snack.
Please. What's to learn from that one?
Ah, but we're so close.
Damn you, Mora! We must slip away while we can, Torvasad!
A dreamweaver flees. But what of the glyphic vault? Vermina will pay for the damage she has wrought on my realm. Choose and hear my words. I shook off the worst effects of Vermina's corrupting presence, but not soon enough. The intruders have fled. But the vault of the glyphic, you must determine if the secret remains secure. Not just any glyphic. One of 3 primordial glyphics that in total contained the entirety of the memory, I made everyone forget. A memory that, if restored, will destroy reality. Enter the vault. Check on the glyphic. That which I cannot see. The corruption coursing through Apocrypha continues to weaken me. I must do everything I can to maintain a connection to my realm. Enter and examine the glyphic. I give you permission to gaze upon this portion of the memory. It cannot be avoided. Fate's chosen must make sure the glyphic is secure and the memory intact. We shall talk again. When you are done, examine the glyphic of hidden paths. It will reveal its portion of the secret to you. Regrettably, there is no other way to determine if the glyphic remains intact. But fate will survive a slight fraying of its fabric. It has to. Now, go. Examine the glyphic and see how this all began, Chosen.
Why have you called us all together, Prince of Fate?
We must deal with this problem, Dreamweaver. I have seen what happens if we do nothing. Already the threads of fate unravel. They have no regard for the chaos they can cause.
Ah, that's it! What I needed to spark my memory. I will restore the rest. Lord of Secrets, I will restore it all.
Torvasar. Only one of the unseen could evade my sight here. Chosen, we must speak. My power remains diminished due to the toxins Periite's followers polluted Apocrypha with. But you helped me break free of the worst of the miasma. You saw the contents of the glyphic of hidden paths, as did Torvasard. I did not expect that. Not yet. One thread in the tapestry snapped, but two more remain. If you can keep my enemies from unsealing the final two glyphics, there is still a chance to preserve Apocrypha and the rest of reality. You saw how this began. The great omission.
Great omission.
Just something from very long ago. Something I did not expect to encounter ever again. It is not important. Not yet. Right now, fate requires a champion, mortal.
Me.
Do as you have done. Follow your heart. Return to Laramil. Consult with her. Defeat those who oppose us. You will know the best course of action when fate requires it. Now, I must conserve my strength. Apocrypha is under attack, and I feel its pain.
Alright, hang out with
This
Mirabelle.
memory, mortal. Take the portal and return to your allies in Cypher's Midden.
fate's chosen returns. I am eager to hear what happened, Proxy. I have recovered, Proxy. Now tell me, what occurred after we parted ways in the Infinite Panopticon?
I don't think you've recovered. I hate the recap. I'm sorry you weren't there to witness everything that happened, but I don't want to hear everything that I just did again.
Part of the memory has been remembered, but reality has not unraveled,
I like this body
so we must
tattoos.
still have
They're
time to make this right. Vermina and her allies continue to assault Apocrypha, but freeing Hermaeus Mora was a victory. Well done. This is for you, Proxy. Secret and forbidden knowledge.
great. I'm gonna stop for today. I might do some after. Got fishing.
We are
to do
not
with my
finished
guild.
yet, Proxy.
But I might do that later. I might do it after fishing. Words, how do they don't work when you're sleeping. Let's do this. So we can see the tattoos. They're inky eyeballs. Perfect. Let's go back to normal. Let's do a different outfit. This one feels like Cerabonic. I think that's Dread Cell.